Welcome to the wonderful world of Ghastly. Today, I'd like to announce that I reconsidered some of my behavior of the last several decades and decided that it would be a good time for me to sober up. Yeah, that's an unusual thing, I guess, for me. I started drinking when I was a kid. Not gonna tell you all the stuff, but when I was becoming myself, I always drank. And when I was a kid, I didn't have a pile of friends, so I found friends in books, and one friend in particular, this guy, Arthur Rimbaud. And it sort of gave like permission to test the bounds of reality and all that kind of stuff. Like excess. And then, of course, there was this. There's dust on it. Oops. Yeah, William Blake, The Road of Excess Leads to the Palace of Wisdom. I bought that hook, line, and sinker. Anyway, what I'm really talking about is this. I've only been sober for a couple weeks now, but I think it's going to be a lot more fun. I feel great. And I don't know if I'm going to preach about it. I'm certainly not going to try to do that. But I think it's been some of the best weeks I've had in ages. Anyhow, that's enough about that. What I really intend to tell you about today is that the show is something I'm interested in doing because it's fun. And what I intend to do with this is talk about magic, talk about the occult, talk about the surreal, the supernatural, about poetry and music and art. And I want to make it a little bit more entertaining, engaging, and possibly more enlightening. How about that? Yeah, so what I'm going to do over the next couple weeks is take this book, which is the Magical Books of King Solomon, the Greater and Lesser Keys, and the Testament of Solomon. This book, I've read several other versions, but this is a brand new copy. I plan to go through it and compare it to some of the other things I am interested in. Down the road a piece, we'll talk about Eliphas Levi, Agrippa, people like that, and it should be a lot of fun. I'm not sure what else to say. This is just a sort of an announcement that I won't be yelling at the camera and telling people to F off and whatnot. It's not that great for me to see that stuff the next day and go, wow, holy moly. So anyway, I hope you bear with me and enjoy the weeks to come and maybe months and years. How about that? All right. So with that said, that's enough. Welcome to the wonderful world of Ghastly.